Hi guys, good day. So this is Mission Beats. Today we are going to make the round bag as shown before this video. Yes, so what we are going to need is one pack of beads, that sugar beads. We will need a pair of handle, that's a metal handle. So this is a small type. You can get anyone, whether the big one or the small one. Anyone can work, but I prefer you use a small one, just as this. You need your pair of scissors, then your fishing line. This is 0.7 fishing line, so that is what you're going to use. And probably maybe you need a bowl or something that you can pour the beads in. So a pack of beads can actually make this. And let's start by making our mat. So we are going to make a mat of 4 by 30, 4 by 34. Our mat is going to be 4 by 34. And as I showed in the previous video on how to make the mat, you just start with your 4 beads, you lock, then you do that. So the 4, just that one side will be 4, then the other end will be 34. Yes. So I'll if you are seeing this, then probably you already know how to mat, because the matting videos is what I'll be sharing before this video. Yeah, so if you don't get the matting part, you can just go back and watch the matting video that I sent, or you can slow down the video, or either pause it or something, then maybe rewatch it again. Yeah, because the matting is the easiest part of beading actually. Yes, so this is the 4 by 4 matting. Yes, I said you are going to make 4 by 34. So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here too we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so you are going to elongate one part. I mean, one part is going to be taller, and one part is just going to remain 4. Yes, so in doing so, at first I used to go all around. So if you go all around, you get 5 on this part, then 5 on this part also. But now you're not going to go all around. You just go up and down in that order, maybe left, right, left, right. Yes, to build on this part. Yes, so that is what we are doing, and that is how we will get our 34, because this part has to be 34, then this part has to remain 4. So let's do something small. As I said, I've already taught this in the previous video, and the video that I was talking about how to make the mat. So if you haven't watched that, kindly go back and watch that. Or if you don't have that video, you can request for it and I'll send it to you. This is Mission Beat. You can find us on TikTok at mission_beatsgh, or Instagram mission_beatsgh. Yeah. So just as I said, when you get here, you put your beads here, your fishing line there, then you turn it that way. You put your 2 beads here, then it turns back again. You lock with this fishing line with the last one, then it turns back. Yes, so as you can see, I started from here, came to this part, then I've turned, so I'm now going there. So you do that till you get your 34. Yes, so with the 34, you do that and you count till you get 34 on that side. So now if you can see, I'm going back. But if you count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. This part has to remain 4. Then this part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so we are moving ahead. This part has to be 34. Then this part will remain 4. We've come to the end of our math making. Yeah, so this is 34. 34 by 4. So you need this plus your round circle. So we are now going to make our round part. We start by fixing 6 beads on one fishing line, on one side of the fishing line. So this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the last one, you fix you cross the other fishing line with it. And the last one. Then you pull it for it to get to the bottom. Like this. So when you get this, you fill another 5 beads. 3, 4, 5. Then you lock with the other one. Just like this. So you fix this fishing line, the right one, into the next bead you see here, the circle that you made first. So this was our circle that we made at first. So and we made this on top. So you fix this fishing line into the next one here like that. Then with the right or the left fishing line, you fix 4 beads in it. 4 beads. 4. So this is for 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the fourth one, you cross with the other fishing line, the right fishing line. It's very easy. So this is what you get. Then you continue. So still this is our circle that we made at first. So you fix the right fishing line into that circle. Just one bead on the circle. Yeah. Then you fix another 4 beads in the left fishing line. 4 beads. And you lock with the right one. So if you are doing it right at this point, this is what you're supposed to get. Then you go again, still this as your circle. You fix the right fishing line on it, on the next one. Then another 4 beads in the left fishing line. Then you lock the last bead with the other fishing line. So at this point, this is it. You still have your circle here, so you fix the next right one in it. Another 4 beads here. Then you lock with the other one. Yeah. So when you get to this part, you fix the right fishing line into this very bead and this one. 1, 2. You fix the right fishing line into this bead and this one. This and this. So you fix it into 2 beads and this as well. Then when you are done with that, you fix 3 beads into the left fishing line. 1, 2, 3. Then you lock the last one with the other fishing line. So if you are doing it right, as I said, this is what you're supposed to get. So if you didn't get any part or if you missed out on anything, kindly go back and rewatch the video. You will surely get it. So let's move to the next step. So with the next step, you make sure your right fishing line goes through the next bead by it. So after you locked it, this is what you got. So the right fishing line goes through this bead. Yes, so it goes through it like that. Then you fix 4 beads in it. 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you lock the last one with the other fishing line. You pull it to get something like this. Then, as always, the right fishing line goes through the very next bead by it. The right fishing line went through this bead. So then you fix 3 beads. 3 beads into it. Then you lock the last one with it. Yes. And now your right fishing line goes through 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So like that. Then, as always, you fix 3 beads in your left fishing line. And you lock with the other one of the last bead. So then our fishing line, our right fishing line goes through one bead. Goes through the next bead. Only one. Then you fix 3. You fix 3 beads. Then you lock with the other fishing line. Yeah. Then the next one, the right fishing line goes through the next 2 beads. 1, 2. So 1, 2. Then with the left one, you fix 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 beads in it. Then you lock with the other one. So you are doing that till you complete that line. It goes through the next one, only one. Then 3. Then you lock. So on this circle, the beads that you'll be fixing it in are only 3. You'll be fixing 3 beads in your left hand. Then over here, I'm putting it in this bead and the other one too. So you just repeat this step till you get to the last part. So still I will insert 3 beads in it. Then I lock with my other fishing line. Yes, so let's do that till we get to the last part. You fix it. You fix the right fishing line into 1 bead. So it's like that. So when you get to some points, you fix the right fishing line into 1 bead on the main bag that you're making. Then you fix 3 beads on your left. Then the next one, your right fishing line goes into 2 beads. Then you fix 3 beads. So it's 3:2, 3:1. I don't know if you get it. So over here, the right fishing line is going through 1 2 1 2. Then the next one, it will go through only 1 bead. Yes, but right on this circle, your the beads that you'll be fixing them in your left is only three throughout till you get to the last part. So let me forward it and quickly make it. The last one like this. You fix your right hand fishing line through this bead, then the next one by it. So this bead, then it goes through the next one as well. So you fix them into 2 beads. So you're supposed to get something like this. Then you add only 2 beads. 1 2. That is for the last one that you are closing. You add only 2 beads. Then you lock with the last one as always. So this is the second step. You've gotten our perfect circle. So the next thing that we are going to be is you are going to make boxes of 4 beads on each. As always, you fix your beads in your left hand fishing line. So I'll fix 3 beads in my left hand fishing line. Then I'll lock the last one with my other fishing line. You pull it and then you tighten it. Make sure it's tight. Yes, so the next one is you fix your right bead, your right fishing line in your next bead. Only 1 bead in your next bead. Then you put 2 beads in your left hand fishing line and you lock the last one with your other fishing line. So you get something like this. Your circle has started. Then you continue throughout till you get to the last part. Always the right hand fishing line goes through 1 bead on the main bag. Then you fix 2 beads in your left and you lock the last one with your other fishing line. It's as simple as that. Then you continue this same step till you are done. Let me make the last one. 2 beads in your left hand fishing line. Then you lock the right one with the last bead. Then the right fishing line goes through 1 bead by it. So you do that till your circle is complete. Now we've gotten to this part. I started from somewhere here, made it all the way to this point. So it's left with my last bead. So I'll fix my right hand fishing line into this bead, the bead by it, the down one, into this. Then it goes all the way up to this very one as well. So I'll fix it to this and through this as well. Yes, so I will then have something like this. Then I'll fix just 1 bead to add up making the 4. So we have 1 2 3 then one other bead will make the 4. So as you can see, all the other ones are made up of 4 beads. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Yes. So now since we have 3, you just add one bead, then you lock with the other line, make up your 4, and just by doing so you are done with this circle as well. So we move on. Over here, our left hand facing line, we will insert 4 beads in our left hand facing line. Then we will cross the last one with our right handed facing line. Then we pull it for us to get something like this. Then we continue. Our right hand facing line goes through the next bead by it. Then with our left hand facing line, we fix 3 beads inside. 3 beads. Since we already have 1 2 here, we fix 3 beads inside. Then we lock it at last one, then we move in that way. Then we do so till this circle also gets finished. So 3 beads in our left hand facing line, then we cross our right hand facing line with the last bead. Then after we are done, our right hand facing line always goes through the next bead by it, this very bead. Yeah, so it will be going through it in that way. Then we fix 3 beads, we lock with our right hand fishing line. So we do that till this circle is also complete. If you did everything right, this is what you're supposed to get at the end of the circle. Yes, when you get here, your right hand fishing line goes through the beads just beside it, this very one, then it goes up again in this bead. It goes up like that. Then you fix 2 in your left hand fishing line, 1 2, then you lock the last one with it. This is what you're supposed to get. So if you didn't get this, then that means you might have made a mistake somewhere. So go back, watch the video again, rewatch, and if you still don't get it, you can let me know. So now we are moving to the next step, which is 6 step of 6 beads on a row. We'll be making that throughout. So I will fix my right hand fishing line through the next bead by it. It's already in this bead. It's already in this very bead. The fishing line is already in this bead. So I will fix it through the next bead by it. Just one more bead. So now I have 2 here. My fishing line is in 1 2 beads. The one that it was already in and the one that I just added. Yes, so we make use of our left hand fishing line. We fix 4 beads in our left hand fishing line. Then the last bead, we will lock it with our right hand fishing line. Then we get something like this. Then the right hand fishing line goes through the 2 beads beside it. The 2 beads beside it. So that is 1 2, 1 2. It goes through it in that way, 1 2. So I'll first of all fix it through this one, then again I'll fix it through the next one like this, and I'll pull. Then I'll fix 3 beads now in our left hand fishing line, 3 beads. Then I'll lock the last one with our right hand fishing line. I pull. This is what you're supposed to get. So you do that throughout till that circle is also completed. you fix the right hand fishing line in 2 beats just beside it. You fix 3 beats in your left hand fishing line, then you lock the last one with your right hand fishing line. You repeat the same step again. Your right hand fishing line goes through 2 beats. The left has 3 beats being fixed in it. Then the last one, that is all you lock with your right hand fishing line. Okay, so at this point you can see that I've almost exhausted my fishing line. Yes, so what I'll do is I'll fix 3 beats in my left hand fishing line. 3 beats, 1, 2, 3. Then with that very fishing line, I'll lock it through the other fishing line, the bit that has the other fishing line in it. I'll pass through it in the opposite direction, pull it, make sure I pull it for it to stretch well, then I lock it. It can go in any direction that you want. You just have to lock it for it to get to the middle part, so that you are sure that your fishing line won't fall off easily, or maybe your bag won't easily disassemble or fall apart or something. Yeah, so that is what you do, or that is how you will lock it when your line gets completed or finished or something. Yeah, so over here it can actually be in direction, but just make sure that you fixed it inside to the point that you are sure that it won't come off. Then you can cut. So the other one too goes through the same process again. You pass it through the beats down to the middle, so that that part doesn't easily fall off. If you don't get anything, as I said, go back, watch the video, rewatch, and if you still don't get anything, just send a DM or let me know. Yeah, so at this point I can just cut it, introduce another fishing line. So I just cut a new fishing line, and what you will do is I will pass my fishing line through 1, 1, 2, 3, these 3 beats, 1, 2, 3. This is where it ends, right? This is where it ends. So I'll pass it through, not this one but this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'll pass my fishing line through that. I'll pull it and make sure the ends of my fishing line are equal, something like this. After fixing it in like that, you just go with your normal process. Maybe after finding out that your lines are, the tip of your fishing lines are equal, now you have one at your left, one at your right. You fix 3 beats always in your left fishing line, then you cross with the right one, that is the last one. You pull, make sure the ends are equal before you pull. This is only for the parts that you joined. So if you do that part well, the rest you can just make them without checking if the ends are equal. So now you continue, you fix your right hand fishing line in 1, 2, the next 2 beats. So it goes like this, then like that. Then The left one carries 3 beads. Then you lock your right hand fishing line with the last bead. So you do that till your cycle is complete, or till you get to that part. So let's do that. So we've almost come to the end of our circle. Then over here we fix our right hand fishing line through these 2 beads at the base. 1 2, we fix it through those 2 beads. Then it goes up through the next bead. So we fixed it through 1 2 3. That is all you do. 1 2 3. Then we will lock that part with 2 beads. So if we fix 2 beads in our left hand fishing line, then we lock the last one with our right hand fishing line. Then our circle is now complete. We now have a perfect circle. So we are now making the final circle, which is 4 4. So to make that, we pick 4 beads, 3 beads. We fix 3 beads in our left hand. We lock with our right hand fishing line. Then we get something like this. So we fix our right hand fishing line in the very next bead. Only 1 bead. You fix it through only 1 bead on the main bag. Only 1 bead, just this bead. So you'll be fixing it in like that. So the next part you will use this, the next this, the next that, and all. So you'll be fixing it through only 1 bead. Then the next step, you fix only 2 beads in our left fishing line. We will lock it with our right hand fishing line. Then it goes like that all the way till this line is also completed. Again, our right hand fishing line, we fix it through 1 bead of the main mat that we've made. We fix 2 beads on our left. Then we will lock with our right hand fishing line. We pull. So that is what you'll be doing. So this circle also gets completed. Let me make the last one this. Then 2 beads here. Then you lock with the right hand fishing line. So let's do this till we get to the last part of. Yes, so finally we get to the last part of it. And when you get here, that is the very last one. This is it. You fix your right hand fishing line through this bead. You fix 1 fishing line through the 1 bead through the left fishing line. Then you pass that fishing line here like I'm doing. Then it goes back through the one at the bottom. Then you stretch it. After that, you can lock it, because that is the end of your circle. You can lock it. So in locking it, you're just locking it for you to get to somewhere in the middle as well. So I've ended that. This is a perfect circle of how the side of our bag is going to look. So now let's fix our handle on it. So in fixing the handle, you need a small fishing line, just like this. you put it, or you pass it through any of this, the second line that has six beads on each. So you pass it through any of that. So let's say only one. Let's say I pass it through this. Fix one bead on the left, another bead on the right, then lock with the third bead, just like that. You repeat the same step again, one on the left, another on the right, then you lock both fishing lines with the third bead in that manner. Then you can then fix one bead on each. So one bead on the left, one bead on the right. Now then you bring in your handle, you pass both fishing lines through. You have to make sure that your handle is in between. Then this is the bead that you fixed everything on. So we are locking it on this bead, so it goes in the opposite direction. We started with this bead, this very bead, then we are locking it to the opposite one, which is this. So over here you have six beads making a circle. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Because we started here, we are joining it to this. So as we fixed one on each, one fishing line will pass through that to the left side, then the one on the left side too will equally pass through that to the right side in making the handle. We'll pass through only that bead here in making the handle. So you pull it, then everything becomes okay now. Then after that, we want to strengthen what we've done. So we fix the beads through it backwards. So the beads are at the bottom. We fix it through what we've done already. So backwards, the one at the right passes through the right bead by it upwards. Then you do the same for the one at the left also. That one too goes through it from the base upwards. After that, you equally pull it for it to remain strong. Then on this bead, the right one passes through it to the left. Then the fishing line at the left goes through the opposite direction on that same bead again. Then you pull it. You make sure it's tight enough for your bag to be firm. Then now the right one goes through this. The left one equally goes through that. If you don't get anything, kindly go back and rewatch the video. You will surely get everything. So now we have one bead on our right, one bead on our left. So the right one passes through this very bead to the left side. Then the left side, the one that we had on the left, equally goes through the opposite direction to the right side. Then you pull. So now the right fishing line goes through this bead. The right fishing line goes through this bead. You pass it through it downwards. Then you pass the right one equally through it downwards. You will have something like this. Then you can lock it. You can lock the right one through it to the middle, then the left one also in the same manner. I've already taught you how to lock it. So yes, so when you're done, this is how it's going to be. It will be dangling like that. Don't worry, we are going to strengthen it. So because this one was done here. The next one is going to be somewhere here for us to get our handle. So this was done at the left hand side, and as you can see, if you want to push it down here, it's going to be something else. Yeah, so the next one is going to be at our right hand side, and by doing so, if you want to make it that way, we will leave 3 beads inside, the 3 holes actually. As I said, each circle is made up of 6 beads. So this has 6 beads, this has 6 beads, and this equally has 6 beads. So we are leaving 1, 2, 3. Then we are working on the fourth one. So on the very fourth one, we fix our fishing line through this bead that is on our fourth circle. So we left 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and on our fourth circle we are fixing our fishing line through this very bead at the top here. This very bead at the top, so it will be fixed on the opposite bead, leaving 2 here, 2 here. So we fix it on this, then we work on that. So just as we did for the other one, 1 bead on the left, 1 bead on the right, we fix one with which we join, then we repeat that again, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, then we will join it 1 other bead. Then 1 again on the left, 1 more on the right. This one we won't fix with any other bead, we just make sure we pass it through our handle from the back for us to get something like this. Now, as I said, this is the bead that we worked on, so you are going to fix it on the opposite direction. So the right one goes through it from the right side to the left, then the left fishing line goes through it from the left side to the right part. As I said, if you don't get anything, kindly go back and watch the video, you will surely get it. Then you pull it, you arrange it very well, then you pull, make sure everything is okay. Then as we did for this part, you strengthen it. The right bead passes through this bead from the bottom upwards, then it passes through this again. Then you do the same for the beads on the left. That one too passes through the bead, this very bead, from the bottom, then it goes to the opposite direction. Then now on our right, this bead passes through this, the fishing line passes through the right bead, the left one equally passes through the left bead, then we cross it using this bead here. We fix it backwards through these 2 beads. So the right one goes through the right, the left one fishing line goes through the left. So in that direction, backwards, the left also goes through it backwards. And now, just as we did for the other parts, we will lock it. So we will lock it for you to get to the middle. We will lock this one too for you to get to the middle. So finally, this is what you're supposed to get.
for one side of your round bag, you make the same thing again. The same thing, you pass through all this process again to make the other part like this. So this is what you will join together to form your bag. Yes. So basically, this is how you make it. You make two sides of this. Then you make your 4 by 34, just as we made before. Then you join it with this.
Yes, so now let's join our bag. Let's join it because we had already done with the martin. So let's join it to make a perfect bag. So in joining it, you turn it back like this, then you watch me. Over here, you see that the handle that you made, if the handle that you bought is the same as mine, you can see that this very handle is the small type of handle. Yeah. But if you did it the same way that I thought, it's going to be the same thing. So this handle falls on this bead, or should I say this bead falls on this handle, same as this. So where to start, you skip that very one, the one that the bead is the handle is pointing directly to. You skip that, you skip this also. So when you skip this, you count 1 2, then on the third one, that is where you start beading or you start joining. So you count 1 2, then on the third one, that is where you start joining. So you start joining on this one. From this one throughout to this part, that is 34. So over here too, you can skip 1 2, then you start joining on this one. So from this part down to this part, that is 34. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but let me show you. So you fix your fishing line through this part of your 4 by 34 bead or mat. Then you fix one bead in each of the fishing lines. Then in joining it, it's going to go like this. So this very one, the left one, I said you skip 1 2, then you fix it through the third one. So the left one, which is this part, you start like this. So this very one, the left hand fishing line, as you skipped 1 2, goes through the third one from this side. Just as seen. If you didn't get it, kindly watch the video again. Then you lock it with the bead that you passed through the other fishing line through the opposite direction. You lock it with that. You're supposed to get something like this. Then you continue making it. You pass your right hand fishing line through the bead on your right, the mat that you are joining. Then the left hand also, the fishing line with your left goes through the next one. So we fixed it through this one at the first time, and the next one goes through this. That's the very 1 by 8. Then you lock with one bead. Make sure you stretch it. Yes. So you repeat that same step. The right one goes through this. Only one. It goes through only one bead. Then the left also goes through this. Only one. That is the next bead by 8. Then you lock it with one bead and you stretch it. Just as I'm doing. Then you continue throughout till you get to this part where you lock it.
you lock your the ends of the fishing line, then you tie another fishing line, then you do the same thing again. So let me make the last one, then I pause and complete it so that you can fix the other one also. One goes through the right, the other one also goes through the left, the very one by it. You fix a single bead of which you cross your other fishing line with. So let me pause and complete it for you. You to see the final work. Okay, so after being able to lock your one side successfully, this is how your bag is going to look. We've locked one side. Then now, the only thing left is for us to add the side to it. So in doing that, you take a sizable fishing line. Actually, the fishing line that you're supposed to take should be longer than the curved. When you measure it like this, it should be a bit longer than it here, so that you know that that fishing line can actually finish where you're about to start. Then you fix it through this. You put one bead in the left, one other bead in the right fishing lines. Then, as I said, where, how do you call it, the handle falls on the bead, you skip that. Then you count from beside it, 1 2. You count 2 beside it, then you insert it in the third one. So you are going this way, meaning you are using this very fishing line in our right, our left. So we skip 1 2, then we are inserting it into the third one here. So this is the third one. We are inserting it in this direction because you are going here. Yeah, so then we will lock it with this. You make sure the ends are equal. Then we pull to make sure it's right. You've done the right thing. Then we keep going. We pass one bead, the fishing line through the left. Then just like that. Then we lock it with one. So the right fishing line goes through the right bead, the next bead by it. So we are going to be passing it through it just like that in that form. So the right fishing line goes through it, the right bead, the left fishing line goes through the left bead by it. Then you lock with one. The right goes through the right one, left goes through the left. Then you lock with one bead. So you'll be doing that till you get to the end, then you lock it into the bag. Then your bag will be ready. So let me pause, do that, and show you the final results. Yes, so finally, this is it. This brings us to the final bag being made. As you can see, the part is joined perfectly. Then I locked it here. After joining from here, I locked it. Joining from here, when I got to this part, I equally locked it inside. Our bag is perfectly made. So this is how you make the round bag. Then if you have a satin lining or pouch, you just fix it in. You can go to make the seamstress sew it for you, or you can either sew it yourself. If you can sew it, that's fine. But the actual round bag, this is how you make it. It's not that difficult. So if you didn't get anything, you can go back and rewatch the video. And if you still don't get it, then you can DM. Maybe I can take you through one or two things. All right, so thank you. This is Mission Beats. You can follow us on Instagram at mission_beatsgh or TikTok at mission_beatsgh. Thanks for watching.
Do have a good day.